Hey YouTube, what's up? Today I want to replace my water heater because this was leaking, and I think it was premature leaking because my house is only less than 6 months old. But this supposed to work um, between 6 years and 12 years or 10 years, and it's leaking right now. And what I did, I called AO Smith, and since it was less than 6 years old, they replaced it for me and gave me a new one to install. And because this has 6 years warranty, and I figure out why is this failing this soon, less than 6 years, because in my old house I had a water heater for 11 years and it didn't leak or fail or anything, and it was working fine. But at that place we had a thermal expansion tank installed, so the pressure from the heat water, it goes to that tank. For example, when you heat water, water expands, and when it expands it has to go somewhere, either pressure on all your pipes inside the house or from the tank itself. So it's always a lot of pressure on your tank or on your plumbing and on your faucet, everything. So, and that tank will prevent that. It will equalize the pressure, and it will save your tank, your water heater, your plumbing, and also for safety. In case the valve, the safety valve fails, it doesn't explode. When I install the new water heater, I would like to add a expansion tank. This is the thermal expansion tank I bought from Home Depot with 5 years warranty, and it can handle 200 degree maximum temperature of the water and also maximum pressure of 150 psi. This is a 2-gallon, which is good for water heater 40 to 50 gallons. This is the expansion tank I would like to install. But before I install this, I have to measure my pressure water from the outside when it comes to the house, to see what is the pressure in PSI from the city. So if, for example, it's 50 or 60 or 40, I have to match this, the pressure on this, to the city water. These tanks are delivered and pressurized for up to 40, I think, from the manufacturer, but you can fill it up with this one. This is like a bicycle or car valve. You can fill it out with a bicycle pump, and you need to put the PSI on this one equal to what pressure from the outside your water. I connected the gauge to my outside water, and now I will measure how much PSI the city water has. Right now is 60. So our city water, it shows 60 psi. I measured the psi on the tank itself and it showed me 43. So I need to fill it up with more air so it goes to 60 as our outside water pressure. Now I fill the tank up with more air, so the PSI shows 60, so it's matching the city water pressure from outside. So this should be okay. On my electric panel, I have one for water heater, and it's number 18 and 20. And number 18 and 20 fuse, I just turn it off, so there is no power in my water heater. And the next thing I have to do, I need to close the water. This is for cold water, which is coming to my water heater. So what I do, I will close it so there is no new water coming to the tank. The next thing I want to do is to shut off the valve from the outside, so there is no water coming to my house at all, so there is no accident and no leak in my garage. Just do this, and this will shut off all the water from the outside, and we have no water inside. If you have one of these, you can check your wire to see if this is hot or not, and is power cut off or not. For example, if you put it here, there is nothing here, but there is power in this one, so power in this one, but not this one. So when you check here, if there is power, or if this is anything power here, you can see, but there is nothing because we turn off the fuse. The next thing I want to do, I want to disconnect the wire from here, so there is nothing connected to my water heater. And also I want to cut here and cut here and cut there, so my water heater will be free, so I can remove it. Before I disconnect it, I will take a picture. So after I replace the new one, I know which wire needs to be connected to which one. For example, this white one needs to be connected to the red, and this black to black, and this one is for the ground. I disconnected the wire here, so there is nothing connected to electricity here. Now I can start to disconnect the pipes and then remove the water heater. Now the electricity is disconnected. I need to empty the tank, and there is a valve here, so I can connect my garden hose to this and then let the water goes out, so the tank will be empty. I connected my hose to the water heater, and I will let the water goes out. To help the flow to the water heater gets empty quickly, just open one of your hot water like this and let it be, so it will help the flow of the emptying the tank. To make the water tank flow very quickly, also you can use this valve, and if you just open it like this, it will help to flow the water from the tank. And I collected the water into buckets, so I can use it for my garden. So you can, if you want, you can save the water. Now the water heater is empty, so I can cut the pipes and remove the water heater and replace it with the new one. I bought this tubing cutter from Harbor Freight, and so I can use it to cut the pipes here. This is a small, and you can use it everywhere which is tight space for cutting the any pipe, even copper or PVC, everything this will cut. Okay, I just place this here and I will cut it through and see if it works. Okay, this cut it through and I have a nice cut like this. I can remove the cutter now and go to the other one. The second one also, I cut the second one too. So this one, see, this one is also cut nicely. So both of them is loose. I need to cut the last one, and when I cut this, I can remove the water heater. I cut the last one also, so I can remove this, and this is the valve, safety valve. I can remove the water heater now and put the new one instead. My new water heater came with a new temperature and pressure valve, so I need to install this. This is the place TNP valve needs to be installed. This is a place for that, and this is the TNP valve, and I already did put some Teflon tape on it, and Teflon tape needs to go clockwise, and you can put it here and then you can install it. I connected the new water heater and I added this expansion tank, and this is my setup. I just I used a T to connect the cold water, and from here I connected it to expansion tank. I used one of these, and next time if anything happens I can screw this, and when it's open it goes up, and then everything will be disconnected. Also this one, so it will be disconnected, so I can remove the tank. I'm checking the upper element. You can put the temperature to anything you need. Originally is until 120 right now, but you can increase it if you want, but 120 for me is fine. I just leave it as it is, and I will check the other element as well, the lower one. This is the lower element, and lower element temperature also is on 120, so it's fine, everything. And don't connect the wiring until you fill out the water heater completely. Now I can turn on the water, so I can fill the new water heater. Like this. Now I can turn on the cold water here. And check for leak. There isn't a leak here. Don't have leak here. No leak. only a little bit leak here. I think I need to turn it off and see why it's leaking here. Everything is connected and the water is on, and I'm checking for leak. There is no leak here. So, and there was a leak here. I just turn it one more turn and this stops leaking. And on this side there is no leak. So far so good. I hope this holds also when the hot water is on, because I need to fill it up. After I filled everything up, then I can turn on, connect the wiring and turn it on. And when its pressure is on, the hot water is on, then I will check the leak again to see if there is any leak. I need to turn on the hot water for at least 3 minutes. Okay, now it's connected the wiring, and I did change a little bit on the placing of the expansion tank. So is on the tank itself, and I did put a something underneath it in case the tank is heavy or something, so it can support it. And there is no leaking. I checked everywhere and there is no leak. And right now the water heater is on and fully functional without any leaks, and this is the whole setup. So anybody can do this. This is nothing much into it, and it's very easy. So if you want to replace your water heater, this is how you can do it. Thank you for watching.